Hello everyone and welcome to our weekly comic preview, the show where we will fill you in on a couple of our selected comics that are arriving in store this Wednesday. First up this week we have Deadpool Annual Issue 1. That's right, the regenerating degenerate is back in two all-new stories that see him cross paths with the several heroes and villains from the Marvel Universe. In the first story, Deadpool finds himself recruited by Iceman and Firestar on a job to help track down the whereabouts of Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. As the trio search for Spider-Man, they encounter many of his enemies, and it's not long before Iceman and Firestar begin to question Deadpool's unique way of doing things. The next story sees Deadpool rescued by the cosplay-wearing android known as Gothic Lolita. The duo then agree to work together to take down Gothic Lolita's monstrous target in true Deadpool fashion with hilariously messy consequences. Our second comic this week is Dishonored Issue 3. After the events of the first two issues, we catch up with the assassin Corvo after he has been dragged from Wrenhaven River after barely surviving his ordeal with the villainous Broken Tom. As Corvo reconciles with the person who saved him, his long-lost nephew, his protege, Martha Cottings, investigates deeper into the city's contraband weapon shipments. As Martha begins to question her very beliefs about the city, she is led into the dank shadows of Coldridge Prison, where a certain inmate may offer her answers into the city's latest mystery. Also, for those of you waiting for Dishonored 2 to come out, we have a bunch of cool Dishonored 2 stock arriving in store this week, including t-shirts, posters, keychains, mugs and wall scrolls. Third in line this week, we have M.A.S.K Revolution Issue 1. Following the Mobile Armoured Strike Command as they gear up for the coming conflict, we flash back to see what initially brought the team together and the reasons they were chosen. Giving readers the perspective of General Mannheim, we get to see the doubts that he had about the team, as well as the reasons for his completely ruthless attitude. Our fourth comic this week is Tank Girl Gold Issue 1. In this 4-part series, we catch up with Tank Girl and the rest of the gang who find themselves in a sticky situation. Subgirl is dead again, and Tank Girl is dead in the water with an enemy chopper closing in. On the upside, in the chaos of trying to save Subgirl, the gang has seemingly liberated billions of dollars worth of solid gold bullion. Once the team is in the clear, they discover the treacherous truth about Booga and come up with the only punishment suitable for a mutant kangaroo in a post-apocalyptic setting: to be sent down Furry Road. Including a 2-page poster and crammed full of foul language and verbal abuse, Tank Girl returns as crazy as ever. Fifth up this week we have Star Trek Waypoint Issue 1. Celebrating 50 years of Star Trek, this comic will feature several short stories across all tracks. This week's edition sees 2 stories, the first of which feature Geordi LaForge and his best friend Data from the Next Generation. After being unable to decode a mysterious ship's coded message, Starfleet enlists Geordi's and Data's help to decipher the message. What they discover will change the course of scientific human history as we know it. The second story features cast from the original series that sees Lieutenant Uhura stranded on an alien planet where she encounters a bizarre alien creature with whom she must learn to communicate. Finally this week we have a very special edition of 2000 AD as this incredible comic reaches its 2000th issue, including a one-off Judge Dredd special from the creators John Wagner and Carlos Esquerra, as well as a brand new identity theft thriller called Counterfeit Girl from Peter Milligan and Rufus Dayglow. Also in this issue we have stories featuring Nemesis the Warlock and Torquemada, Sinister Dexter, Cy Judge Anderson and Rogue Trooper. We received 2 different covers for 2000 AD this week, the regular edition and 2 copies of a previews exclusive edition. Limited to only 2,000 copies worldwide, I'd recommend getting in store as quickly as you can if you want to get your hands on one of these. Also, in honour of this momentous occasion, we at Geek-Aboo have decided to give you guys 15% off everything 2000 AD related all week, including everything from 2000 AD back issues to full-sized replica Lawgivers. Okay, that's all our suggestions this week everybody. For the full list of this week's comics you can check out our Facebook page, and for regular updates on the store you can follow our Twitter at the Geek-Aboo. Also, don't forget, next time you're in store, when you buy 3 to 4 comics you'll get 10% off, and 5 or more comics will get you a whole 15% off. Thanks for watching everybody, and we'll see you next week.